Thinking about Digimon Digi-Battle, this inspired another question that I'd been thinking about. And if you enjoy this type of content and theory crafting potential future cards, do consider subscribing to the channel and hitting that notification bell for future content. In today's What If episode, what if the Digimon trading card game had more special Digivolution cards like Download Digivolve, Special Digivolve, Mutant Digivolve, and Warp Digivolve from Digimon Digi-Battle? For a premise to this episode, these are all special cards you could use in Digimon Digi-Battle with your Digimon when digivolving. Unlike memory costs in our trading card game, you basically sacrifice cards from your hand in order to digivolve to the next level. Download Digivolve, for example, allowed you to digivolve into any Digimon regardless of color and level. But there are 2 points here that I definitely consider. Number 1, what's the memory cost to use this option card? And number 2, what are the drawbacks? The memory cost for such an option card would have to be expensive, especially if you could digivolve into any Digimon and trigger powerful when digivolving effects. As for drawbacks, what if you wanted a big beefy vanilla beater? Maybe it's just expensive and negates all the Digimons when digivolving effects and passive effects and just leaves you with a big 15,000 DP body. But overall, I'd never want to see a card like this in the card game. Just look at what Mega Digimon Fusion already did to the game. Special Digivolve is something that I'm a huge advocate for. This card in the game allowed you to have more consistency with multicolor decks. You could in essence digivolve from a blue rookie to a red champion. This would be a neat option that could be very similar to win rate 60%. Have a tamer out? Color restriction goes out the window. It'd also promote a lot of different builds, which in my mind for the current format would give other hybrid colors help by going up from a Flamemon or a Strawbymon. All you'd have to do is push the rookie out of Raise, play this option card for a memory cost of 0 or 1, and then you could start climbing into other hybrids of other colors. Mutant Digivolve is the second to last option I'd love to go over, which allows you to digivolve from one Digimon to another of the same level. There are currently Digimon that can already do this, in particular the hybrid Digimon that can slide Evo from human to Beast Spirit, or Beast Spirit to Beast Spirit. You also have Metal Greymon that can go into Metal Greymon Alteros mode, and Weregarurumon that can go into Weregarurumon Sagittarius mode. But what if this could be applied with other Digimon? While not really a mutant Digimon per se, what if you had Promo Agumon that had digivolved into the starter deck Greymon, and then you mutant digivolved it into Promo Greymon? That's a big fat Greymon checking for 3 security. While not a lot of Digimon are currently designed for this, the idea would be to give better inheritables to lower level Digimon, which could influence Champion Rush to some degree. And lastly, Warp Digivolve. This card allowed you to digivolve from Rookie to Ultimate in the game, which for us would be level 6. But what kind of memory would you have to pay? There are a variety of ways one could tackle this card. Number 1, you simply go the Guilmon and Vmon route from the starter decks and give caveats to Warp Digivolving, i.e., you play this option disregarding its color requirements if you have a tamer, and your opponent has a level 6 or higher Digimon. Digivolve one of your level 3 into a level 6 Digimon in your hand for a memory cost of 4. Or, you could go into the classic route of Warp Digivolving and be required to reveal one Digimon of each level in your hand, 4, 5, and 6, then digivolve into each Digimon disregarding its memory cost. Do not draw at each Digivolution instant. While one requires your opponent to have a tamer and a Digimon that's level 6 or higher. This methodology requires you to build your hand to a stable point, reveal information, and also reduce your hand size. While this could be beneficial for some Digimon, playing an option card then losing 3 cards total in your hand without replacement could be huge. In general, special Digivolving cards have been making their way into the Digimon card game already. Hidden Potential Discovered, Mega Digimon Fusion, Win Rate 60%, and future cards like Super Evolution Plugin S and Blue Card. What are special Digivolution cards you'd love to see in the game? Do you think they add a little flair to the game, or do you think ultimately they become too broken and end up being limited or banned? Let me know in the comments below. This is Digi-Panda, logging out.